Like, really what we're talking about is the female experience, which you can't speak to.
Yeah, but I can speak to the male experience. The male experience, I would think, would be able to speak much more highly as to how many men would actually be determined to do some harm to you if you were in the middle of a forest and they came across you in the forest.
You're right, but this is a podcast of women, and we're talking about women, so that's why.
Well, it's a podcast of women, but there's clearly men on the panel. It's not our job to kiss your ass because you're a woman. I'm having an adult conversation with you. I don't know why I need to look at everything from feminist standpoint theory or from your perspective when you so easily dismiss mine. I'm telling you that your number is absurd. It makes no sense. And as you retract it, you very quickly retracted it because you realized how absurd it was. Why would you say that I have to be a woman in order to speak to this? That seems insane.
I'm quite literally rolling around in horse trying to get this bottom thing off my car. I don't want to talk about it. I'm gonna cry. I'm trying to get this off, and I need a screwdriver to take it off. I just wish someone would pull over and help me, because I don't know what to do. Oh, someone just pulled over, no way. Thank you so much.
The strong, independent woman who don't need no man actually does need a man.
Why am I not surprised?
These men are tirelessly drenched in their undertakings, zeroing in on fostering their organizations and improving their lives. They've recognized the real factors encompassing current connections and have moved their needs likewise. Never again do they successive dating applications or wander the roads looking for friendship. They've understood that numerous contemporary ladies focus on their inclinations regardless of anything else. Thus, these men have diverted their endeavors towards personal growth and progression.
There's about a 90% chance that when I decide to get married, it'll be with a girl that's not from America. Men are now more objectified than women. They're simply viewed for what they can provide and what they can do for others. So much so that what one man won't do, the next one will. And you're just a DM away from any yacht, plane, or car in the entire world like that. Countries overseas have seemed to do a better job at preserving their culture and sticking to their core values. So much so that if you're looking for a long-term partner and someone that you're actually going to marry, it makes more strategic sense to marry someone that aligns with those same core values.
This guy is actually pretty successful, and women have this idea that only the men that are not successful and are broke bums are looking at women from other countries. Here we have a man who is not broke, is not dusty, and yet even he is saying, you know what, I think I'm good on American women.
They won't waste their well-deserved assets on what they see as negligible pursuits. All things considered, they channel their energy into attempts that guarantee unmistakable returns and individual satisfaction. With a relentless obligation to their objectives, they endeavor to cut out prosperous fates free of heartfelt ensnarement.
Men between the ages of 18 and 29 are not only single, but they're not actively looking for a partner. The same study said that by the year 2030, that 45% of women between the ages of 20 and 45 will be single. So I've got a question for the men, because I see it all the time in my comments. Most of my comments are filled with guys saying we're done. We're not looking. We like our peace. I need some more talk from you guys. Tell me why you're done. Tell me why you don't want to have a partner in life. Tell me why it's more worth it to be single than to have a partner. Even if you weren't to remarry, just to have a partner. I mean, I've talked to a lot of men. I've got my answers, but I want to hear it in the comments. So please, drop it in the comments.
Their purpose to put resources into themselves, as opposed to brief experiences, says a lot about their assurance and mindfulness. By zeroing in on their tasks and bettering their conditions, they exhibit a significant comprehension of their value and needs. In this quest for confidence and headway, they diagram a course that is unmistakably their own, courageous by cultural assumptions or transient interruptions.
Yeah, where are all the men, like the good, real men at? Where are you guys?
I know, where are the men that like want to take you on a date? Like,
I don't come in my DMs,
right?
please.
I don't need dinner though. See, you know how
No.
some people like first date they want dinner? I don't want dinner for the first date because I want to be able to talk without food in my mouth.
Yeah, even like when guys suggest movies. I'm like, why would I go to the movie theaters with you on a first date?
No, exactly.
Why?
Like you and I
Just
could
sit
go
in
to a
the
movie
dark,
because we know
like-
each other now. But
Yeah.
when we first met,
No, I want to talk.
All the good men got played, so now all they do is just work, scroll TikTok, chill, and ignore people. Tell me I'm wrong.
I just walked into Abercrombie for the first time since middle school. Where are all the hot shirtless dudes? What happened to them? Why did we get rid of them?
Okay, so serious question. If we're not going on dating apps for dates, where are we meeting men? And where are we meeting men in which we'd actually want to go on a date with? Where are all of the good guys? Can someone enlighten me? Because whatever I'm doing isn't working.
Women nowadays will literally be like, I can't find any good men. There are no good men left. And then they'll be like, I just need 6 feet, about like 6 inches, and like 6 figures.
Even if this video was just meant for fun, it's still another case of men acting like women have impossible standards so that they feel better about themselves when they don't meet them. And it bothers me because these guys are acting like women are looking down on men who they would consider less than perfect. But have you ever heard a woman talk about a bum who she's in love with? Because she'll make every excuse in the world for why that man is incredible and just misunderstood. So let's say, for example, that a man has no job. She's not going to let you sit there and call him unemployed. No, she's going to tell you how it's probably because no one ever encouraged him and that he's going to be able to do anything he sets his mind to once she just believes in him. You're acting like women will only date men who make 6 figures, but I know women who are working 2 jobs with full insurance and a 401k who are dating men with 60 cents in their bank account because she thinks he has potential. I don't know how you can act like women will only settle for rich men anyways when most families are living paycheck to paycheck and can't survive on one income, because I think that means they married for love. And don't even get me started on what's between the legs, because there are women in 30-year marriages who have never successfully had a no, and you're gonna act like women are out here throwing the whole man away because of his size? Because I don't think so. In fact, there are women out here faking O's so that the men in their lives don't feel inadequate, and yet you're gonna act like we're out here bringing measuring tapes to our coffee dates? And sure, when it comes to height, maybe some women do have a preference for men who can reach the top shelf or the cookie jar, but that's all subject to change. If he's a good man with good qualities, then she may just fall in love and try to convert the whole world talking about how we love a short king. Listen, the truth is that even you don't believe this nonsense, because if you really believed that women had impossible standards, then you wouldn't be telling them to pick better men at every opportunity. So when I see videos like this, I realize that they're usually not mad about what women want. They're just mad that women don't want them.
The contemporary lady frequently refers to shallow credits like level and physical makeup as essentials for an accomplice, an idea considered ridiculous by a larger number of people. This accentuation on actual appearance fills in as a cloak, concealing their uncertainties and deficiencies. Rather than defying their weaknesses, they project unreasonable assumptions onto men, unjustifiably troubling them with cultural beliefs.
Do people actually like get asked on dates in real life? Like people come up to you, like attractive people that you would want to go on a date with, come up to you and ask you to go on a date, and then like they want to take you on a date? That has like literally actually never happened to me in my entire life. The closest thing today I was going to get lunch with my friends, and I was walking, and this like 65-year-old man stopped me and goes, "Hey, do you happen to be single?" And I said, "No." And he said, "Oh, you're beautiful." He was literally 65 years old. So that's what I get. People go on dates, and the people that get asked on the dates, and they want to go on the dates, and they do. That's crazy, you guys. That's crazy.
In truth, these ladies are hesitant to uncover their valid selves, picking rather to sustain an exterior of flawlessness. This hesitance originates from a feeling of dread toward weakness, an apprehension about presenting their defects to the world. Subsequently, they look for approval and security through the apparent strength and status of their male partners, using them as safeguards against their own internal conflict. Notwithstanding, this veneer is straightforward to an undeniably insightful people. The truth of these manipulative strategies has become broadly recognized, delivering them incapable in collecting certified associations. Men, presently not influenced by shallow appeal, are hesitant to welcome such guilefulness into their lives. They perceive the paradox of being utilized as simple embellishments in a lady's journey for approval and self-safeguarding.
If you're a male and you're like, what the hell, there's no good females out there to date, these are all trash options, what do I do? I was talking to my boyfriend the other day and he was telling me that he had such a hard time finding a girlfriend before he met me, and this is why. Tell me if you agree. So he would walk up to a lot of different females. That's basically what he did to me. That's how he found me, okay? And when he walked up to these females, he would say, hi, just like that, and want to start a conversation. He said so many people would just look him in the eyes and either just walk away, like straight up, look at him and just leave, or they would give him like the biggest resting bitch face and then be such a bitch to him that it's like, why would you even want to have a conversation? It's like you're talking to a wall or someone that like wants to stab you in the face. It was really, really uncomfortable. In fact, we actually did this little exercise. It was funny. Like he was sitting down on the beach and then I was going for a walk. And when I got back from my walk, I walked up to him pretending like I didn't know him. And I'm just like, hi, nice to meet you. What book are you reading? And he looked at me like he wanted to kill me. And he was like, it's a book about houses or something like that. I don't know what he said. And I was like, oh, okay. And I was like really trying to have a conversation, but it's like, how the fuck do you have a conversation with someone when they don't want to talk to you and they're like, what, like, why are you in my space? And they look at you like you're almost an alien, okay? So females, if you're listening to this video, that is from a male perspective, okay? So if you're a male and you're watching this video, I totally get it, okay? Like there are many people out there that probably look at you like you're absolutely crazy, okay? Females, if you're watching this video, just be aware that if someone comes up to talk to you, it takes a lot of courage to do that. Just like walking up to someone in general is very intimidating and scary, okay? And you're probably beautiful, okay? So that's why they're walking up to you. So if anything, just be a little bit more nice when they do walk up to you, have a conversation. I mean, they are a human being. So if anything, you can just have like a fun, nice conversation. I get it. If like you don't want to be bothered, just say like, oh yeah, this is the book I'm reading. It's called How Emotions Are Made. Yeah, but if you don't mind, I was just really busy reading. I'm going to keep doing my thing if that's okay. Something like that is so simple. It's very polite. And honestly, I think that's kind of like what I always did when I lived in Chicago. I sat in the Riverwalk and so many people would just walk up to me randomly. But I think it's very good to always be open to people, always be open to opportunity. And if you don't like someone, that's fine too. You can just straight up say like, thank you for having, or like starting a conversation. Like I'm doing my own thing and that's that, okay? But I did think it was very interesting from a male perspective that it is very challenging to find people in this world that will just be very open and have a conversation. That's why he told me, he's like, when I came up to you, you were like the friendliest person that I've talked to in a very long time. And we ended up talking for like the entire sunset and it was like pitch black outside and we were still talking and it was just amazing. Like we had a ton in common and it was just like the vibe was instantly there. So like maybe it was a coincidence, I don't know. But you know, just try to be more open to opportunity from both sides of the story, okay? Males and females. Males, I'll just say, keep going out there, keep finding your people, keep doing your thing. And females, keep smiling, keep putting away that resting bitch face, and just be open to opportunities. And honestly, like, we can switch sides too. Like, females can walk up to males, right? And males, don't be so like, you know, like, oh my God, like I'm so cool and like stuff like that. If a female walks up to you to have a conversation, like just be open to it. Honestly, I think that's the main way we're going to get rid of like the modern dating of using a dating app and finding like trash options on there, okay? Because it's so easy to hide behind your phone and do this stuff. So get some courage and good luck. Put a smile on your face and good luck. I love you.
In this environment of illumination, men are recovering organization over their lives, declining to capitulate to the misleading charm of cultural standards. They look for credibility and correspondence in their connections, shunning the triviality that once held influence. By embracing weakness and genuineness, they manufacture associations established in shared regard and grasping, untainted by the deceptions of the past. The onus lies on these ladies to recalibrate their needs, moving away from shallow pursuits towards developing significant associations with quality men. The charm of actual fascination and enticing clothing holds little influence over knowing people who focus on something more significant over presentation.
Have you ever seen a man on a dating app say he's looking for someone with a good sense of humor? Because in this very well-known study, they found that when women said they wanted someone with a good sense of humor, they meant someone who will make them laugh. But when men said they wanted a woman with a good sense of humor, they meant a woman who will laugh at their jokes. In every other context other than friendship, men preferred women who would laugh at their jokes over women who would make jokes themselves. And that's like the least surprising thing ever, but it's kind of funny to have empirical scientific data to back it up. What is it though? Is it that men are like threatened by funny women?
Men look for more than short-lived experiences. They need legitimacy, regard, and a feeling of significance inside their connections. However, these fundamental components frequently evade them, chasing current ladies focused on superficial attractions.
A quick question. Where are we meeting the men that actually want to date and be in a relationship? Because it's not the dating apps. It's not. It's not the coffee shops. I've been trying that. I've been trying that for a while now. Definitely not the bars. Not at my age, because they're all like 21, 22, so they definitely don't want to be in a relationship, and I definitely do not want to be a cougar. Nothing wrong with that, just not my type. I, again, tend to go about 8 to 10 years older than me. I found out even those don't want to date for a relationship. Even they are still figuring things out. Yeah, they are. So where are we meeting the ones that want to date and be in a relationship, that want to date to eventually get into a relationship, that are dating to see if we're compatible for a relationship, not other things? No. I need to know, because I have yet to find them. And I've been looking, so maybe I should stop looking. I don't know. But if you know, please let me know. Help your girl out. Where are we meeting the good men? Where are we meeting the men that actually want to be in a real relationship?
For authentic associations with Prosper, ladies should re-examine their attitude and values, perceiving the natural worth of characteristics like trustworthiness, regard, and common appreciation. There's really no need to focus on changing themselves to fit a form, yet rather developing towards a more profound comprehension of the main thing in connections.
If you guys live in Portland, where are the men at? Well, Lord knows they're not going to approach me when I look like this.
The tall ones.
The tall, handsome, funny, strong,
men of
tall,
Portland.
handsome, strong, specifically, strong,
Tall.
funny,
handsome
enough,
hilarious,
strong,
tall.
Where are they?
Name a bar.
Name a bar, we will go.
Ron Tom's.
If you
Yours.
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 I am not going to yours to find a man. Unless it's yours.
Not Life of Riley.
Fuck no. Frat boys.
Anybody?
River Pig, I don't believe that that's where the men are. Two wrongs, that's not where my man is.
By embracing these central movements, ladies can overcome any barrier between the longings of men and their own yearnings, cultivating associations based on common regard and certifiable, profound respect. In this worldview, the two players stand to acquire satisfaction and fulfillment, past the shallow features of present-day dating society. And that wraps up today's episode of Manosphere Daily. If you enjoyed the content, give it a like. Be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you're notified as soon as a new video is out. Share your thoughts in the comments below. See you all tomorrow.